Hello, welcome to today's live tarot reading session. I'm the Urban Seer. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. I go live Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays. Just bring your questions and receive a free tarot reading. I also do more in-depth booked readings, 3, 5 and 7 card readings, which give you a cue jump. Hey to everyone in the chat. How are you doing this Friday? I hope you're all doing okay. Ready for the weekend? Let me know in the chat. Good morning, Danny. Good morning. So, Tia Bia, thank you for your booking. I've checked and read your question. So thank you so much for that. So we'll get started with that first, and then we'll move on to the 1 card readings. Okay, so Tia, obviously you have your free card reading as well. Good morning, Tia. Good morning. So unless you've got a separate question, let me know for your 1 card reading, or I can include it in the spread. Just let me know. I'm going to start shuffling the cards and tapping into your energy, Tia Bia, and tapping into Jay the Leo's energy as well. So it's a 7 card spread. So I'm going to have a look at the placements if you're interested. I'm going to have a look at if you like, I can use your free card reading as the overall energies. Then I'm going to look at what's going for the connection, what's the challenge of the connection, you know, the block. And then I'm going to pull a card for when we're doing a 3-month forecast. So I'm going to do 1 card for each month and then look to the future energies of the final outcome. Okay, no problem, Tia. So let's just pop that on hold for the 1 card. And I'll just go into the... just take your time if you want to ask. Maybe you'll want clarification after this and want another one. Hopefully this 7 card one though will bring you the answers that you seek. But yeah, we'll just press pause on that 1 card, no pressure. Ivo says, as for me, a bit of a mind all over the place today. I know that feeling, Ivo. I know that feeling. So, Spirit, let's get started for Tia Bia. Spirit, please bring some answers through regarding Tia and her Leo. Please give us insight and clarity. squeeze these all in. Okay, so this is going to give us the, I'm going to turn them all over. This is going to give us, or will I? I'll start with the overall energy. Start with these. Okay, so overall energy, we start, if I can actually get this card, we've got the 5 of materials Tibia. So this is where we're kind of at now and what is setting the tone. The 5 of materials is about the loss and disappointment that you've experienced, okay, with the way that it's been going, the way that it's led up to this. Take what resonates as well, because this could be, this is not necessarily just your energy, okay? But it's like this very low mood, being in the darkness, stuck in the darkness. Here we see this woman who is curled up in a little ball, who is very low mood and is kind of in a freeze state. You know, if we think of when we get that disappointment and loss and that low mood, and we can go into a state of freeze. 1 second, I've just got... Sorry about that pause, just letting cats in. But what is with the 5 is the promise that this will pass, and what maybe you're not able to see is the way forward at the moment. But there is a way forward. There is this door that is open, and you know, you see there is golden light in this energy. It's a much more positive energy. There is roses that are crowning this doorway. The energy is actually pulling you towards this gateway, which talks about there being another way, there being a next chapter, there being a next stage. All that you can do at the minute as well is to try and shift yourself out. Let me know if this resonates to you about feeling very stuck and freeze in this very low mood and kind of a loss of hope. Because at the moment, obviously it's been disappointing, so of course we must honor those feelings, but also energetically to get stuck there is not helpful, and it's also not seeing the full picture, because you have got your back turned to the possibility of change, to the possibility of things improving, to there being another chapter and another door opening. So this is what's going for your relationship, and we have this 9 of inspiration, which tells me again, it reiterates the point that there is another chapter in this union, in this connection. 9 of inspiration comes before the 10. 9 of inspiration, a few messages here. You taking a stand, so it's okay for you to have boundaries. It's okay for you to stand your ground, and whatever this looks like to you, what does standing your ground mean about how you're treated, about how communication works, about energetically you not chasing this Leo and holding your ground and even just containing your energy as much as you can. Building your strength, I think, as well, like trying to see this stillness whilst there is maybe no communication, trying to embody this energy and move away from this energy. Okay, curled up in a little ball, shut down in freeze. Let's try to move into still, standing still, but being in a more, we can still be alive and stand still and have energy. Okay, and also the 9 of inspiration is being up for the fight and being this is what's going for the connection as well, is that there's still steam left in this connection. There's still action to be took. We haven't the 10 of, because what comes after the 9 is the 10 of inspiration, and that's when we're able to put down the struggle that you've been experiencing and close off that chapter of struggle. But it's like there's still a fight to be had here. In a way, it's like the last chapter of the struggle. So what's going against this? Like what's the challenge, sorry, of this connection, this union? T is just confirming here. So I'm definitely completely have held back. Yeah, I'm not reaching out. Exactly. So you're standing your, that's your way of standing your ground, which I would support and agree with. Yeah. We then move on to the 6 of materials, which is the challenge of this connection, and this card is about reciprocity. And because it's materials as well, which is ruled by earth, so this is about practical efforts. So no, 9 of inspiration is not like the 9 of cups. The 9 of cups I interpret as, 9 of cups is nearing towards really emotional fulfillment. I often see 9 of cups as like a card of self-care. Sometimes even needing to take time out for self-care. This is much more, because it's fire, it's much more about taken in the sense of, it's more like you're sort of battle weary, that you've been. So in the traditional deck you see 9 wands that kind of represents each struggle that you've overcome. And you can feel quite, when we see the 9 of inspiration, can feel quite worn out, close to burnout, but it's also that you're very close to the end of the struggle, and Spirit is asking you to dig deep to keep fighting. So it has no different energy to the 9 of cups. The challenge, so 6 of materials, this basically in a nutshell is in essence is what's out of whack, is this, that there isn't equal give and take. There is an issue here about giving and receiving, which I see that the Leo can crop up in many people, actually, that they have a problem with giving and receiving. Love, money, just, you know, energy in life, you know, that there is this, there needs to be this sense of flow, and you need to have an open heart. And this is yours and his energy here. And there is all this kind of flowers that we see, roses that we see echoed here in this 5 of materials. There is a lot of feeling and there is a lot of emotion, and when it's good, it's really good. There's like a burst of joy and happiness, which is undeniable. But because what I see is, because it's materials, which is about effort and practicality and being a support for someone, which allows you to build trust, yeah. This is obviously out of balance, and this is the challenge. This is what needs to come back into balance, is the flow of give and take, of reciprocity, and of being in balance and harmony together, both are giving and receiving equal amounts. Because I imagine at this point that you feel like you, correct me if I'm wrong, that you have given more to this connection than what you've got back. Forecast for the next 3 months, and then final outcome. So the first month, 9, another 9, interestingly. 9 of materials. This does feel very connected to this, actually, because 9 of materials is the card. Look, more roses here. This is him actually coming through. So you will hear from them in the next month. There will be some, they will reach out. I know that we had the Ace of Inspiration, Ace of Wands, sorry, because it was the other deck, Ace of Wands last time. Whilst you're waiting for this communication, for them to reach out, focus your energy on yourself. you are, even though you're not making any moves practically, by holding your ground, you are communicating to him in that way. Yeah. Nine of Materials is about keeping hold of your independence, being an independent spirit, and focusing as much as you can on what you love and distracting yourself if you can, or at least just go through the motions of distracting yourself. Okay, Tia? And focus on things that you just enjoy. So if that's socializing, or if that's going to the gym, or if it's whatever your pleasures are, okay, to keep yourself right and fill your cup. And try to as well trust that this will come through, because this is the second message that I've received, that you will get contact from them. This is the first month. Whilst you're waiting though, you know, do things that make you happy, build yourself up so that you're not in a fragile state when it does come through. Second month, Three of Emotions, things get easier. This is a much lighter energy after quite a lot of heaviness, after quite a lot of intensity. Three of Emotions, I feel like this is going to be an easier month between you. There'll be more of a sense of flow. We have Emotions, which is ruled by the element of water, which is the first card that is ruled by water. So this is when I feel like you'll be able to get back to more of an ease, like what was fun about this connection, what was the reason, you know, why you're kind of drawn to each other in the first place. Getting back to spending some time together, socializing, however you spend your time, okay? No huge, you know, no declarations of love or commitment at this point, but what we see is being able to get back to something more fun and something lighter and more enjoyment when we see this Three of Emotions. Okay, and then with third month we have the Eight of Inspiration, which is when things will pick up speed. So Eight of Inspiration is an energy of them, because this is their energy, that their kind of actions towards you, how they're showing up in these next 3 months, is coming towards you more. So this is when the Eight of Inspiration is ruled by fire again, so it's more about, becomes more action orientated. Can you see how this person is very focused? There's all this forward moving energy. It reminds me of these lines. Can you see how we said this energy was pulling, this was kind of spirit's energy pulling towards this other gateway, this different way, this next chapter. And I see that they will move forward and they will come towards you more, essentially, which is what we hope for, which is what we want to see. So this is very positive. That this is them getting more focused and energetically coming towards you, Tia. So 3 very positive cards in each of these months. Let's see the final outcome. 5 of Voices. So this is about, I think, still needing to clean up what's happened in the past when we see this card, because 5 of Voices to me is about speaking your truth and is about communicating. And if you felt hurt and let down, and obviously there's been inconsistencies and there's been, I feel like, energy that has been, certain things have been hidden, it's been unclear, and it's been very in-out energy. And we end on this 5 of Voices, which is, yes, you are still connected. We're under the mistletoe. There is a bright light here, which feels like a blessing from spirit. But the Five of Voices is also about difficult truths and communication. And there needs to be conversations that are had about what's gone on. It's almost a bit like it's not all sunshines and rainbows. It's almost like we've had, this is almost like all sunshines and rainbows. And then it's like there's this like bit of a reality check here that we get of this Five of Voices, which is maybe some conflict of, could be past hurts of them letting you down and you needing to speak that truth and have that conversation in order for you to leave that in the past and move forward. But yeah, this energy in this card is all about kind of speaking harsh, tough truths, having a few difficult conversations, having some conflicts maybe and some disagreements here as well, about maybe they will try and rewrite the past and make excuses, and you might feel that you have to call them out on that. It's that kind of energy, yeah. Now, with it being a 5, this is the second 5 that I'm seeing. It will pass. It will be able to, you will overcome it, these conflicts and these disagreements. So try not to panic when this comes. If there is some, that is actually part of a relationship, isn't it? Is being able to disagree on certain things and have conflicts and be able to overcome them. But there is this connection that still remains. You are essentially together under the mistletoe with this blessing. There are some conflicts, yes, but with it being a 5, we can overcome this. You must stick to your truth and stick to your 9 of inspiration energy, yeah, which I feel like you can do that. You are strong enough to do that and bounded enough to do that. So I hope that reading helped. I hope it offered you some clarification, resonated with you. I think it was a hopeful read, but it was also an honest read, in the sense of that there are some challenges, no doubt, but there is also a lot of positivity here. And contact and being together again and getting back on, nearing towards getting back on the same page. So keep us posted, Tia. And hang on if you would still like your 1 card reading. His intentions. Okay, I'll do that now whilst we've got this energy going. Okay, it makes more sense for me to do this now. Wow, so his intentions, 10 of emotions. So this is very positive. His intentions, 10 of emotions, is about emotional fulfillment. So his intentions, you see how there's so much warmth and love in this card, which I always see in these notes of these colours with the oranges and the pinks and the yellows. 10 of emotions is, which, because actually what we've seen in the past as well is 4 of wands, which has a kind of similar energy. It's about commitment. It's about a higher level of commitment. So he does want that, okay? That has come through a few times with him. I think there's some emotional immaturity there, but he does want this 10 of emotions, which is emotional fulfillment. from, you know, a loving relationship with a higher level of commitment as well, because this is the 10 of emotions, is like the real deal. It's when you're in a real relationship, yeah, a committed relationship. There's a real sense here that he does need to open his heart, and that there's an issue here with give and take, I believe, is what the block is. But in him as well is this desire and intent for this real love, real commitment, and wanting that kind of relationship. It was with his intentions in regard to you, Tia, so I would take that, all that read was, you know, what are his intentions towards this union, this connection. So refer back to this as well, this reading. You know, when you can look back, say, at these when you feel unsure or lost about what's to come as well. It could be helpful to go back to you and watch that reading and check in, and you might get a bit more from it each time as well. But yeah, that was a nice card to end on, okay, with that 10 of emotions. You're very welcome. Okay, guys, now back to the free 1-card reading. So Danny, if you please want to post your message, your question, sorry, and Anne, you can go ahead and post your question as well. Yes, keep us updated, Tia, for sure. So back to the, oh, thank you, Danny. Danny asks, hi, can I get a general message of what's coming towards me in 2025 regarding money? Sure thing. At the moment, I need to be careful with money. Okay, let's have a look, Danny. Money. What's happening in 2025 with Danny's finances, please, Spirit? Interesting. So Knight of Emotions is an offering and is the opportunity and a sense of more money coming in for you, Danny, which is good, obviously. If the with it being emotions as well, it's it has like a sense of flow to it. I don't know if you take what resonates with this, because this can be, it can be connected to creativity, or the arts or something like that, because it doesn't, or it can be something just that you can make more money from something that you enjoy. Because it doesn't feel like, there's nothing about, you know, that you need to work harder or more effort. Like, that's not the energy of this card at all. It's almost like that you need to, this is hard to trust when we're having money issues, but it's like taking your foot off the gas, rather than you might have with anxiety about finances, the urges to push harder, yeah, to try harder and to squeeze more out of wherever your money resources come from. And this is kind of the opposite advice from Spirit, of taking your foot off the gas and kind of leaving space, holding space for an additional revenue stream to come through, for an opportunity to come through that just kind of flows in and you can take it. We've got this shell here, and I always think of this as like listening to the ocean. So it's like listening to your intuition to guide you to the right people, the right choices. But the energy, the opportunity, Danny, will come towards you. Obviously, you'll be ready, you'll take it. But there isn't this sense that you need to do more. You just almost need to be still and remain open and trust. And then this Knight of Emotions with an offering of extra money, additional revenue stream, however it connects to your situation, will come through. You love the ocean and shells. Yeah, it's got a beautiful energy to it. So stay. This is the energy that you need to bring to this situation, Danny. So just hold that, okay? Hold that space and it will come through. I feel like it's a particular person, could be a water sign or have that particularly strong in their chart, or be like this in their nature as well. Someone who is quite gentle, easygoing, but is, you know, is connected in some way to bringing money through for you. I feel like it's a specific person who is bringing this opportunity to you. So be ready. Hey Delani, thank you for joining us. Great to have you here. Anne, my dear, so you are next. This is for you. Hey Shan as well. And Divyansha. So Anne asks, as an update from your last reading, your insights about the two proposals. Oh yes, I remember, we're correct. You're very welcome. However, there is one person I'm particularly interested in, which is Jedin. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Could you provide guidance on whether this connection might be heading? Sure thing. Do you see any positive progress or potential in this relationship? You're welcome, Danny. Okay, and this is for you, and we're looking at Jedin. So what is the potential of this connection, Spirit, please? What's the potential of this connection, please, with Anne and Jedin? Oh, wow. The Tower. The Tower. Okay, so this is sudden change for sure. I'm going to have to ask for clarification on this, because the Tower energy is sudden change, and this is like what you kind of thought might happen, things kind of taking a complete detour. Now, I like to call it, it's kind of like a spiritual intervention. It's spirit putting you on the right path, but it does involve clearing the way, which is the kind of the sudden part of it, the shocking part of it that we see. Whatever something is breaking down that needs to break down because it doesn't align with you anymore, and it's clearing the way and allowing what is meant for you, what is your destiny, what is your next journey on your path to come through. Let's see how this relates to, I want to see, tell me more about this, Spirit, though, how this relates to Jedin, this Tower moment. What I first want to ask, so Anne, have you had, in relationships, in love, because what came through then from Spirit, has this Tower moment happened? And this is part of the journey of this path has been cleared to bring through Jedin, This is something that's, have you had a tower moment? Let me know. Spirit, tell me more about this tower. Was there a connection or a relationship, or maybe a proposal on a marriage that you thought would happen, came very close to going ahead with, and then fell apart? So it hasn't happened. Okay. Could have happened for them. That's another message as well. So this could be Jedin who has had a tower moment, Anne. Spirit, please clarify this tower. Ah, look, so there is the Two of Emotions. So we've got, this is a soulmate connection. Okay, so this is what I feel like is the clarity of the message. Okay, so this is the potential for the connection between you and Jedin. So it's powerful, and it is a soulmate energy. Okay, there is a kind of a deep dive here. I feel that this could be Jedin who has experienced this tower moment. Something that may come to light, Anne, in time as you find out more about them. This could take many forms. It could just be that they've been through a lot, but it does feel like a sudden event. So it could be a connection that they had with someone in the past that they thought was their person, for example, the one, and then things unraveled, things broke down. But this was part of the spiritual intervention, because it wasn't their path, it wasn't their destiny. So something, and it broke down and it cleared the way, but it does leave you battered and bruised when you have a tower moment. Okay, and this really has cleared the way and cleared the path for them to meet their soulmate. And this has come through with the potential for you and Jedin. So what lovely energy to see. Okay, so let this unfold. Two of Emotions is about going with the flow. It will be about, say, you may further down the line begin to take like a deep dive of emotions, both of you. So I know that it was kind of a different energy because it was what you experienced, but you know that juggling of the Two of Pentacles, of feeling overwhelmed, is kind of like a similar, just with this Two of Emotions, a sense that I'm getting with that. There will be a lot of a deep potential for a very deep dive on emotions and big feelings beginning to happen. So just stay grounded and centered throughout that, but also enjoy it and allow these feelings to come through. And I'd be interested, keep us posted. I feel like this tower energy is him from process of elimination. And this may be illuminated in time, and you'll get more information about what's gone on with him and his process and his journey, and really what's brought you to this meeting together. Yep, keep us posted, Anne. Okay. So Ivo, I'm not sure if you want, just let me know if you do want a card, because you're next. But if you're just here for the vibes, no problem at all. So we have Ivo, and then we have, I just want to make sure I haven't missed anyone, and we have Aqua. Ivo and Aqua, please post your questions. I'm just going to keep shuffling the cards, keep the energy going. don't know if they've left the chat maybe. Ivo, Aqua, last call, my dears. Oh, Ivo, thank you. So Ivo asks, may I please have a general for Jan Feb? Absolutely. Spirit, what's coming through for Ivo in January and February? There we go. Three of Inspiration. Nice energy. Expansion. So if you've been looking towards the future, Ivo, for wanting change, wanting, you may have a very specific wish. It could be in career, it could be, well, it could be in any area really. But you've really been waiting on something, because the Three of Inspiration in the Rider-Waite deck is when someone is stood on the shoreline and they were waiting for their ships to come in. The ships representing that thing that it is on its way to you, and that this is the promise of that. And the Three of Inspiration is all about aligning with really the future and looking ahead and our ambitions, and it's about pushing the boundaries and asking for more, daring to ask for more, not settling. And it's about, can we see here as well, what I'm drawn to is this, you know, the domino effect, which I'm also hearing butterfly effect. So I feel like moves that you've made in the past and are currently doing will get you to where you want to go. And it's like that one action can set off this whole, other journey for you, okay, that I feel like that you've been waiting to happen. And it's like it almost just takes that, it's almost like you've been building and then it's just like one tip of the one finally falls, and then sets off, unravels all these I'm trying to think of the word, all these events, that's it, like sets off all these series of events which you've been hoping to happen. Ivo says that does resonate, been pushing so hard for career happening. Okay, I pray it is so. I pray I get to see, hear, experience it now. You're so ready for the much desired change. So you're doing the work, you're doing all the action that you can, Ivo. There's nothing, just keep holding that space for that mindset and that expansion and belief as well, having that self-belief that it will happen. Like you say, that domino effect will happen. Nice energy, positive energy. So Aqua, just a general reading, this is for you. Hey, to anyone who's new here, thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe and post your like number in the chat, and then just wait to be called. You're welcome, Ivo. The link's in the pinned comment, and this gives you a Q jump as well. So paid readings take priority. I can't speak. Oh, I think the connection was just buffering there, but I trust that I'm back now. So Aqua, this is for you. What does Aqua need to hear right now, please, Spirit? Major Arcana, Aqua. Time to Find that strength and inner courage in a situation, Aqua. Something or someone may be testing you. And this is Spirit coming through to say that you do have the resilience, you do have the strength. So take what resonates with this. It can be current energies or it can be near future. It can be coming towards you, okay? It will take courage. It does take courage to face this situation. But can you see how calm? I'm always drawn to how calm this woman is, kind of in the face of stress or trouble or a situation that is testing you. This is a major arcana, so it's significant in the sense of about you tapping into this amount of courage that you really have and the strength that you really have. And it's being able to know and understand that and trust that this woman is sat atop this huge lion, and that's why she can relax really and be chilled, and she can look to the future and kind of has this sense of that she knows it's going to work out, because she has this courageous, strong lion with her, which represents, you know, your inner strength and courage. So it's trust and belief in yourself that you can get through this, kind of whatever this situation is going to throw at you, and you can be chilled almost throughout it. Find the calm, find the eye of the storm and the calmness in that, because you know that you've got this inner strength that really has your back and will see you through. Hope that resonated, Aqua. Okay. So next up we have Sunsees and Sheena, please. Sunsees and Sheena, if you want to post your question. Thank you. I'm just going to, so obviously I will read for everyone who has posted their question now, but I'm going to close the list so I can make sure that I can get through everyone. I'm glad that resonated, Aqua. So, Sunseas asks, hi Seer, I hope you're doing great. Thank you, Sunseas. I just got turned down after a job interview I had where the manager was very persistent on getting me this opportunity. Oh, how frustrating. Do you know what happened? Let's have a look. What first comes to mind, but I don't want to, I'm going to see what the cards say first, but I'm just getting information coming through to me, messages, but let's just see what's going on, see what the cards say first, if it confirms. Yeah. So I feel like that what came through was that there was someone else who was lined up for it. It can be like an internal promotion, or there was someone else who that job was already given to in many ways. So it may have just been a formality of, I don't know if they did this out of to your manager, if it was they obviously wanted it for you, your manager, but there was someone else who maybe had more power, more influence, who had someone else in mind. Because we've got this 8 materials, which is what quality work that you have to offer. This is you, this is your energy. The 8 materials is all about hard work. It's about a very strong work ethic. It's about the work that you produce being of high quality. There was 15 spots available. Okay, that changes things. This is you see, though, showing up in a very, you know, positive light. This 8 of materials. Something was being, the hidden, I mean, the High Priestess is about hidden information. It's about being in the dark, and it's about only really having your intuition to go on. So there was an aspect to this, that it wasn't on merit, if that makes sense, Sunseas. It wasn't about you not being good enough, or your work ethic, or how you showed up. Because look at this person who has many skills and is juggling all these qualities or skills, hard work. Tell me more about this High Priestess. But there's an aspect to this, another aspect, as in, tell me more, Spirit. There is something that there is a sort of cloak of mystery around this when I see this, okay? If it's the relationship between you, this higher up person of influence who had their own personal reasons, maybe in connection to the manager, or just something completely separate, about maybe even that they wanted to do it their way and were being quite insistent on that, if that makes sense. That they didn't want to be told how to do it. You know, people can be very funny about things like this in power, about wanting to do things their own way. But there's like a mysterious quality about it. I suppose what I'm trying to say is that it's about something about work politics, not about you showing up in a negative way. Now, this is something for the future, which is help from unexpected places. So I feel like this could be your manager reaching for another opportunity for you, or because we've gone from choppy waters to calmer waters with the 6 of Voices. So you may feel on the outs now, but I feel like another opportunity is not that far away that is coming through for you. And the 6 of Voices is about receiving help from unexpected places. So I feel like maybe not this job offer, but something else is coming down the pipeline. It's a large organization, so it does make sense. Yeah, so the manager may, like this, it may be help again from the same manager if this person has your back. And they'll help create another opportunity for you. So if that obviously didn't pay off or pull through, but there's something else in the pipeline on its way to you, and you will move into calmer waters and a better position. So to anyone new here, so I hope that resonated, Sunseas. You're very welcome. Thank you so much, because I could not understand this yet. Something behind the scenes, something to do with politics, higher up politics, not to do with your work ethic. You're still viewed in a very positive way, and there is another opportunity I would say just around the corner for you. Okay, I'll keep it moving. So guys, I won't, the list is closed. So if you just want to scroll back to the chat, anyone who's asked a question after that, I won't be able to read for you. Let me just go back to where we're at. There's no list today just because I haven't got anyone moderating. So if you just bear with me, I'm having to just go back in the chat and find out the order of everyone. So it's taking me a little bit longer. So Sheena, I think you have yeah, Divyanshu definitely on the list. So anyone before I've posted oh, I've posted the wrong hold on 1 second. Right. So I believe Sheena's gone. So we have, I know Divyanshu's in here somewhere. Kratty, yes, thank you. You were next. So Kratty and Amanda. Kratty, Amanda, Kratty, then Amanda, then Divyanshu we have. So Kratty, if you just want to post your question, please. And Amanda, if you're still here, please post your question. And Divyanshu, please go ahead. Oh, well, so you posted your question. Thank you. So I'll get to that after Kratty and Amanda if they're here. Sarah, the list is closed for today, but I will be back on Monday. Thank you, Izzy. I'm going to read for Divyanshu because their question is here. Whilst we wait to see if Kratty and Amanda are still here. So Divyanshu asks, my supervisor Rishab attitudes towards me and my PhD. So how do they view you, Divyanshu? Yeah. I'm not sure if we had this for you before. I feel like we did, Divyanshu. Just remind me. But along the lines of this situation, but because I remember, I don't know if it was you or someone else, but this came up in a similar situation as in someone studying in in education. And this is very positive, okay, Divyanshu? This is about, they see you as fulfilling your role, your position, showing up with good energy. This is positive. You know, if you think of 10 of emotions, it's a very happy card, but it's a very fulfilled card. And I think in this context, I feel that they view you as showing up in the way that you need to, in a positive way, and fulfilling your part of this journey. So fulfilling your role. It gives them good feelings, I think, when they think of the work that you produce, who you are, your attitude, who you are as a person. There doesn't feel to be any conflict here. There is a sense of flow with it being emotions. There's a sense of peace here. So they view you very positively. Just remind me again, I don't know if it was yourself where this card came through before, Divyansha, about you. So I feel like it's doubling down on this message that anyway, that you are fulfilling very much so, kind of going above and beyond. I'm almost hearing of how you're showing up, and they're receiving you in a very good light. So I'm assuming, I believe Kratty and Amanda have gone, so we'll just hey Janavi, no problem. I understand if you're busy with work. I hope you're doing well. Yes, Divyansha, it was. So that's like so believe in that message, take that in. It sounds like you've still got doubts. But the cards that have come through for you, Divyansha, on both those times have been very positive. So try to trust that and try to believe in that, Okay, so we have next Eco 7, and we have Shan. Eco 7 and Shan, if you're still here, please post your question. No, they must have left. Let's see who's next. Delani M. Are you here, Delani M? Just writing these people down now. Delani M. Milky. See who we've got next. And then Izzy. Hey Delani. Yeah, no worries, Delani. Just a general message for Delani, no worries, this is for you. Spirit, please bring a message through. What does Delani need to hear right now? Major Arcana, Delani. So tell you what resonates with this, okay? So it can be current energies or it can be near future energies. This is encouraging you to embody the Emperor energy, which is a major arcana. And the Emperor is very good at, the Emperor is someone who likes to be in control. Now, in the positive light of this could be about getting in control of a situation is what's coming through. The Emperor is like the boss energy of the tarot deck, okay? They're someone who is a leader, someone who others look up to. And I feel like it's about you needing to take the lead in a situation and not shy away from that. So tell you what resonates to what area. It could be work related. It could be a relationship related though, something more personal and close to home. Tell you what resonates with that, okay? But it's about you being in your Emperor energy and embodying and acknowledging like the power and influence that you have in a situation and not giving that away. Quite often some of us, like if we, you know, it's in many situations, if it's a struggle, if we're experiencing challenges, we can get into feeling powerless and feeling that we can't bring change and that we have lost, maybe have lost control of a situation, feeling out of control, feeling powerless. And Spirit is encouraging you and nudging you to get in control, to see that you do have more power than maybe what you think you have in a situation. And that you're someone actually who, once you can take the lead on this situation and kind of say this is how it's going to go, this will bring more of a sense of ease to a situation. No one's going to do this kind of for you. You need to be no one's going to step, maybe they should, but no one else is going to step up. So it's going to have to be you. There are other people involved, just represented here. So I hope that resonated. Thank you, Anita, for that list. Thank you, Anita. Could resonate in both ways. Work or relationship, Delani says. So maybe as a whole, generally in your life, it's about leaning into that power, seeing actually that you have more power, I think, in say both those situations. Then if it resonates for you both there, you have more power and influence than what you feel, and to try and feel that more. Yeah, you're welcome. I don't think Shan's here anymore, but so Eco 7, thank you, Anita, though. Eco 7 says, I'd like to know my future potential energy related to your art. Beautiful, Eco, absolutely. What's coming? What's the energy around your art? Thanks, Anita. Keep me right. Anita's took pity on me and stepped in. Eco 7, 3 of inspiration. Nice energy. This came through earlier. Obviously it has a personal message to you, but it brings a similar kind of energy of this area of your life is going to expand, and I feel like there's a particular goal in mind that you hold, an ambition, because this is inspiration is the element of fire, so it's about our heart's desires, our ambitions. Very much even fire is about creativity directly as well. And the Three of Inspiration always to me is about not settling, and it's about to keep pushing the boundaries, and holding that idea, okay, that ideal, of the dream, the wish, the big goal, and not dropping down on that. And there will be a tipping point, like we spoke earlier about this domino effect, which is like it could just be one move, one connection with someone that can set off a domino effect, which will lead to this particular ambition, this particular goal. And there's also, I'm drawn to this kind of gateway that I see here. You're in the process of maybe in creativity wise, maybe you're in a sort of a place of transition as well, pushing the boundaries in that area about the work that you do and stepping through a gateway. But it is a long-held goal and wish, because this card is about, in the traditional deck, someone, which I mentioned before, about standing on the shoreline is the visual, waiting for their ships to come in. It's kind of waiting for your flowers, waiting for the acknowledgement maybe. Whatever that personal ambition is for you. So don't settle, keep pushing the boundaries, keep looking ahead to the future, and there will be a tipping point, and then this will have a domino effect. Let's say one small move, one small tweak, one connection with someone can change everything, and could maybe usher in what I'm seeing is kind of more success, or whatever this goal is to you. Okay, so we have, I'm glad that resonates, Eco 7. Hey Devea, the list is closed for today, my dear, but please join me on Monday. So Shan, I don't think is here. Mickey, if you're here, please post your question. Thank you, Anita, for creating a list. I really appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna skip Shan and Mickey, just to keep the things moving. Kimmy, if you want to post your question, please. And then last we have Anita and Izzy. So yeah, Kimmy, go ahead and post your question, my love. Sorry, I just slurped my drink there. So Kimmy asks, how does the man I speak with that lives in France feel about me and our connection? Okay, so Kimmy, just to clarify, is this kind of like a long distance romantic relationship? The more I know, guys, about your situation, the better reading that you'll have. It just allows me to connect with your energy and their energy, if I've got context and background. Obviously only share what you feel comfortable with, but the more that you can tell me, like I say, the easier I can connect to you and their energy. Gonna pull one more. So Kimmy, just confirm, is this a long-term romantic connection? Yes, it was. Then we disconnected and then reconnected, and now he's not speaking to me. Okay, so it's no contact. Okay, because first of all, we had the Ten of Voices, which jumped out, which is a card of pain, really, and betrayal. Someone feeling, so let me know if this resonates with you, or it can be their energy. Ten of Voices is, so there's a lot of suffering in this card, okay, with the Ten of Voices. So let me know for you if this is, it could be about what you've been through in the past, or it can be directly about this connection, okay? A feeling like maybe you could have felt like that this was really happening and you were on track and it was going to develop into, you know, the real thing and commitment, but there's been some kind of disappointment, pain, betrayal even. Now with the Ten of Voices, this is like the silver lining of this card is that it's the end of this chapter, the end of this suffering. And then what we have, so this is when we look directly, how does this person feel about you and the connection? This is the Ten of Swords. Yeah, sorry, so it's Ten of Voices in this deck. But in the traditional deck, exactly, it's the Ten of Swords. Pain, suffering, betrayal, feeling very let down. So there's someone in this connection, there's a lot of hurt. Now, this is like that the worst is over and there is an ending. When we see a 10, there is an ending to this chapter of this suffering chapter. Because we do have this page of inspiration, which feels very much connected to their energy. Page of inspiration, who there is still a lot of feelings here. There is still an attraction. So when it's fire, it's connected to passion. It's connected to our heart's desires. It's connected to our feelings. And, you know, when we're leading with our heart rather than our head. The page, there is though, so this is their energy, there is an emotional immaturity here. Because it's page, which is like a, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're young in age, but there is a immaturity in spirit, in their emotional development. So they're not sure on passion for you, they're not sure on feelings for you, but the page does have trouble backing this up with the nuts and bolts and practicality of a relationship, if that makes sense. Of bit kind of, they have an in-out energy, and their attention can be pulled this way and that. They're not the most reliable. Let me know what this if this Ten of Voices, Ten of Swords is you, Kimmy. I feel like it's connected to you and that this is them. But yeah, so in answer to your question, how do they feel about you? Not sure at all on passion, on physical attraction, on a magnetism. But they are still bringing that in-out energy. Okay, Kimmy. So I suppose for you, if you're feeling this level of hurt and betrayal, you have to decide if it's, I mean, the 10 does say that the worst is over. But are you able to move on from this betrayal, from this hurt? So very much so. We have been talking for 7 years on and off. Okay. So this is like the knife, the pain, the letdown, the disappointment over those years that this has caused you. Now this is coming to an end. I don't know if you're nearing the end of releasing this person, because the thing is they are still showing up, Kimmy, with this page of inspiration information. It's that they haven't been able to grow or mature. Is it worth, you know, do you feel ready to close this out? There is an ace coming for you, which is a fresh start and a new beginning. You need to let go energetically for now. I would agree with that, and I would say that you need to give yourself some time to heal and try to find some peace. It doesn't mean that if it's impossible to say that you're going to cut this person off, then don't put that kind of pressure on yourself. But do know, okay, I suppose do try to work on accepting that this is the energy that they are still in. It's a bit like this kind of forever young kind of attitude of this, you know, something that is fine when you're a young person in a way. But as time goes on and as you get older and as it's time to kind of step up and grow up, and this person energetically still looks to be, you know, they're just led by their emotions and their impulses, and bringing that in out energy of the page. So yeah, focus on your healing first and foremost from this Ten of Voices, this hurt, suffering, and see where that takes you. Sorry to hear that you were going through that, Kimmy. I hope that offered you some clarity. Okay, so last two. So Izzy and then Anita, please post your question. Thank you so much, Anita, for moderating. I really appreciate it. Izzy asks, I'm getting a really weird vibe in my office. Is there something I should know that I'm missing? Is that from a particular person or just towards you specifically, Izzy? Does it feel like? Let's see what Spirit has to say. Guidance around this, I think. How should you deal with this? Or what is this weird vibe? Interesting. So the Star card is a major arcana. The Star card is, I don't know if Spirit is just overrided that. Tell me more about the Star. The Star card is basically the card of hope. It's about holding on. You see how this is just bursting with golden light, and this is your energy, Izzy. This is holding on to a star, like a long held wish, holding the vision. I kind of feel actually, as I talk about more and look at this image more, I feel like that do you have this, if this is a career related goal, okay, because that's what we're looking at, yeah, Izzy. All that you need to do is I feel like it's important for you to tune out actually other people's energy. And in order to get, if you're worried that maybe these bad vibes, or you're worried about if there's something that may affect and stand in your way of you reaching your goal, then that's faulty thinking. I don't think that's what's happening. And I think you need to hold on to this vision, like in a kind of a laser focused way, and tune out. This is a good opportunity to practice tuning out other people's energy, other people's opinion. and being very determined and just holding your focus, holding your vision, understanding and knowing that you will reach your goal. Bigger picture here. And that's, so I feel like Spirit has brought through the answer of how to deal with this. It's about gathering all your energy up as well and pulling it in order to protect yourself. Once we let our energy kind of get pulled out by others, it can happen very easily, especially if you're empathic, okay? And your energy can get pulled. It's happened to me before in the past, being an empathic, where people's energy will pull you every which direction and just kind of get you in a tailspin and off track. And it's like giving your energy away for free, you know, in a kind of negative way. People will take that energy and eat it up, and you'll be left, you know, feeling very empty. So protect yourself, protect your energy, Izzy. Draw it all into you and hold your vision and what's important to you. Kimmy says, thanks for the reading, and it did give me clarity and confirmation. I'm glad that it did do that, Kimmy. Love and light to you too. And last but not least, Anita, my dear, please post your question. You're welcome, Izzy. I hope Anita is still here. Waiting for your question, Anita. Whenever you're ready, please post. Maybe you've gone. Anita, are you still here? I don't want to leave without giving you a reading. I'll just go back and see if you posted your question earlier. Ah, general, I've just got here from you. So I will, hopefully you'll get this. You can watch this back, Anita. This is for you. Just seeing that you wanted a general message. So you might have had to leave. But I know that you, obviously you've been kindly moderating. So I really don't want to miss you out. So, oh, here you are, Anita. Awesome. General reading for you, Anita. Spirit, what does Anita need to hear right now? Okay. Yes, Kimmy, we're cheering that Anita's still here celebrating. 5 for inspiration. So, Anita, this is current energies can be near future. Tell what resonates, but there's some kind of conflict when we see the 5 of inspiration. In the Rider-Waite, this is 5 of Wands. It's ruled by fire. So, 5 inspiration, it can be an internal conflict. It's a situation where it's like you can't quite get centered on it. You can't quite get focused. You feel like that you're not quite sure the way to move forward with this. We see this person, it's like everywhere they turn, they have a different feeling. They have a different viewpoint, kind of exampled here in the mirrors. So it's like you're looking almost in a house of mirrors is what I'm seeing, where, you know, you're not sure the way out. Everything looks different, and you can't quite find the way forward. It can also be disagreements with actual people around you, so in your energy field, work, family, whatever you want to take it, where you just can't get on the same page with someone and you're having arguments, disagreements, and again different of opinions, just can't find a way through. Now with the 5 of inspiration, the message really is it's a message of peace, in the sense from spirit to say that this will blow over. It can feel like a lot of drama at the time, either internally or externally, wherever the conflict lies, that as if this, how is this going to work itself out? You know, I can't see a way forward with this yet. And it can feel like very stressful and very kind of dramatic. But it's one of those situations where it actually blows over surprisingly quickly, because it is a 5. So it will pass. There will be no long-term damage caused by this, either with relationships, you know, like crosswords may be said, but it's not like that this relationship is breaking down. It will get resolved. It will just pass. And then it's a situation that you'll look back on, you kind of think, oh, I'm not sure why that was such a big problem. It kind of makes sense now. It wasn't such a big deal as how it felt at the time. So take heart, take peace in knowing that, Anita, that this will pass. Like I say, you might be in the throes of this now. Let me know if this resonates with the situation that you're currently in, or this could be coming up. So once you find yourself in that situation in the near future, try and take heart and peace of mind that it will blow over, it will pass. It's not as bad as what it first seems or feels. Okay, I hope that resonated. Okay guys, I'm going to end the live there. Thank you all so much for being here. New and familiar people who have been here, it's been great to have you and read for you. Wishing you love and light for the rest of the day or evening, wherever you are. Please do subscribe if you haven't already, so you'll be notified for all future uploads and future lives. I will be back on Monday. I will confirm the time nearer the time, so on the Sunday, and hopefully I will see you again. But wishing you all the best and love and light. Take care guys. And thank you, Anita, once again for taking pity on me and moderating. It made a world of difference, so thank you.